So again, my name is Tina Salisbury. A little bit about me: I am currently a Diamond Beachbody coach. Beachbody is a company that I partner with my business to be able to build a foundation of health and fitness for individuals to work out from home, work on their nutrition, and have the best tools and the best trainers in the industry to be able to do so. And from that, it allows me to also take and mentor women who want to have a community of support and help to increase and be better at their health and fitness, but also who are interested to help share and foster and grow and spread and be advocates of this type of lifestyle and help other people do the same and be financially rewarded for doing that too. So, I think it's the best of both worlds. It's like having your own little mom club, your own little women's group, and I know so strongly that as we empower each other, as we foster and help each other to improve and get better, and also have that place where we can be vulnerable and we can share our struggles, that we grow, that we get better. So the groups and the community that I'm building, my vision for this is to be somewhere where you can get support, where you can be accountable, where if like I said last night in my post, if it's a night where I'm going to eat a whole bag of Oreo cookies, I have somebody to turn to help me with that, and to celebrate and really celebrate the things that we're accomplishing and the things that we're able to do, and to be great in that space. So what I really want you to walk away from tonight is, first of all, just an understanding of the tools and things that are available to you, and how joining Team Core Power, the team that I have developed, will help you to have a stronger community and presence to be able to do that, will allow you some opportunities to save money in your investments, in the best tools to help you with your health and fitness, will provide you an opportunity to help you to foster a mindset around being healthy and around inspiring you to go and live your life and the things that will inspire you the most. And to do that, and to do it with passion, and to really care about each other. So, everyone that I invited tonight was not by accident. I'm very purposeful in trying to share this opportunity, and I believe it's something that can really help and create value for everyone. But it's also something that I'm really working to foster at a higher level, and I'll tell you a little bit about my story. But I'm looking for those people who really want to make an impact to their own lives, to be examples to others, to really help and inspire other people, because we have a lot more life to live. There's so much focused on the negativity and staying where we are, and creating this belief system that success is limited, and it's not. We live in a universe where there is unlimited success. There's opportunity for everyone, and everyone has the abilities and capabilities to be successful if we can harness that in ourselves, if we can really develop and foster that love and belief, that unshakable belief and positive energy, that we can do whatever we want. And that's what this group is about. It isn't just for people who love health and fitness. It isn't for people who think that they are equipped to be certified trainers. This is equipped for people who, again, want to have success in their life, want to feel good about who they are, about the journey that they're on, about where they're going, and to help other people to do that same thing. So if that's you, I'm so glad that you're here. So welcome, Jenny. Thanks for jumping on. Marie, thank you for being here tonight. And I'm just going to start to tell you a little bit about some things that have been important to me always in my life. And I wrote these down, that my goal is always to work to live, not to live to work. And when I was working, I worked in a corporate career for 13 years for a company, a big recruiting company. It was an awesome opportunity. I had to grow into a leadership and management position. I managed a lot of our operations for technical services for the state of Utah. I had a great team. I was part of important projects and big accounts, and had a lot of success there. I made a six-figure income, and there was a lot of positives. There was a lot of pluses, a lot of things that I learned and had the opportunity to be a part of. But it was always a roller coaster, to be honest, because sometimes I would really love it, and sometimes it would be too much because the work never stopped. They were long days. It seemed to always interfere, and I had to choose between work and my family. And there was just always this conflict in my heart about this opportunity that I was in. And I had a quote that I really had strived to live by, and it's by Anna Quindlen, who's an amazing author. And it said, "If your success is not on your own terms, if it looks good to the world but does not feel good in your heart, it's not success at all." And I wanted to read that because I knew I'd mess it up with just feeling this way today. But I always try to live by that, right? Like, success is so personal. What success looks like to each of us and individuals has to feel good to us, right? Not just on the outside and what people say should be success, but it has to look good to us. And I knew that the job that I had, as successful and as fun and as much as I loved it, was not feeding my soul with those things that were most important to me and that I wanted to make the center of my life always. So I decided to I left. It took me about 5 years of kind of this roller coaster of ups and downs and trying to figure out a role that worked there. But I ended up leaving, and I didn't have anything to back up on. It cut our income significantly, over 60%. But we'd worked hard to be out of debt and to be in a place where, even though it would really strip us down to the bare bones of what we were able to live on, it was the right decision. It was the important decision, and it felt good to my heart. And I knew someday I might have to go back to work. I would probably have to go back to work to make ends meet, because we were just going to be making enough to meet our minimum expectations. So if things happened, or if we wanted to go on vacation, or if we wanted to help our kids be able to be in activities, different things like this, we just didn't have any wiggle room. But it was important that I be home, and we knew that, and I knew that the right things would come. I never felt bad from day one when I made that decision to stay home, and that was in my heart. Second thing that I really believe with this opportunity is that people don't get into this opportunity to be a coach because they have time to do it, right? We are all so busy. Everyone, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, or you work from home right now, or you work outside the home right now, your life is incredibly busy. And you don't take on more because you have more time. But if you have a belief and a vision of where this can take you to live with more freedoms, then this is the right opportunity, because it will equip you to have more time. I don't know about you, but I was always that person who, when I was driving around for work, because I went on a lot of appointments, I would see these people out running, or I'd pass a park and there'd be a dad with their children, or I'd pass a mom taking her kids and she was shopping in the store, or whatever it was, and I thought, what do these people do, right? What do these people do that they can be out and enjoying their life right now, or are they just taking a day off, like I occasionally do? Like, how does this happen for someone? And it seemed like very much what I call a unicorn job. And this is kind of how I look at this sometimes, because now I feel like I'm that person that maybe people are looking at saying, how does this happen? How are you able to be home and be with your kids, but you're still contributing, which was important to me, and I love doing that. And it's because I found an opportunity like this, and I'm capitalizing on it, and I'm putting work into it. So it isn't something that, I'm not going to tell you tonight that this opportunity and what I do as a coach is something that magically turns into a huge income for you. It does take work and it does take effort, but what's great about it is that you can put it on your terms. You can put it into your time, and you can do it in a way that creates balance for you, whether that's you love your job that you're doing right now and you want to just incorporate this to, help yourself with your own accountability and to inspire some other people along the way, or it's something that you really want to be able to live a life where you can be home and you can be present and you can do more with that and choose when you're going to travel and where you're going to work from and what time you're going to get up every day and do that. You can do that. You can put in a couple hours a day. You can put in 8 hours a day. It really is flexible and built up to you. And I can tell you right now, I don't work 8 hours a day. I typically work 2 to 3 hours a day. I started working 30 minutes a day to grow and foster this opportunity. So I'll take you back to step one. Where did it start for me? Because at the core, it's all about health and fitness. And when I had left my job, I had a friend who had started doing this, Wendy Bankhead. She's joining us tonight. Welcome, Wendy. And she just went on a journey for her own health and fitness. She didn't feel great. She had retired from the same job I did and was a stay-at-home mom and just was lacking something there in taking care of herself and having something for herself. So, after using the programs, using Shakeology, she had decided to start this business opportunity and, of course, was loving it and wanted to share that with great people. And I was a good friend, so she approached me, and I'll have to be honest, I knew right away that I would probably eventually be a coach someday because I loved everything about it. It was something that was really built for me, but I didn't do it, and I hesitated for a long time because I was scared. I was fearful because I had just left something and I didn't want to be overwhelmed again in that situation to have to make some choices between work and my family. And I also didn't want to, I was afraid. I didn't, how could I lead people? I was a mom of 4 at the time. I was 30 pounds overweight. I now was a stay-at-home mom, which to me was just, wasn't really something to glamorize, so to speak, but something that just felt good for me to do in my heart. And but I knew I liked to challenge myself. I knew I liked to get better, and I knew that us partaking of this opportunity, even from the standpoint to get healthy, was something that I could do in my life that could help me to do that. So it was actually, I just kind of kept procrastinating, and it was actually my husband Jared who decided to join in and do one of the programs. He had tried Shakeology and really loved it, and he had weight to lose, and I was all in to help support him. And he did his first challenge group with the 21-day fix, and Shakeology, he was 100% committed. He ate everything right. He worked out every single day. He didn't miss anything in the program, 100%, and he lost 21 pounds in 21 days. And, that's a wowing experience right there just to hear that, but, the main thing that happened for him is that he didn't come home from work now and sit on the couch. He was happy. He wanted to go outside and run with his kids. And before that, I'd always thought it was a shame because whenever I'd go out and do stuff with the kids, he'd always say he couldn't or he wasn't, he was watching TV. So I just kind of articulated this that, wow, he just didn't want to be with us. He didn't like to do those things. When really what I started seeing was that he wanted to. He just didn't feel like he could. And how many of us were like that? And I remember working full time, coming home from working 12-hour days and just falling on the couch. Like that's all I could do was just fall on the couch. And my kids wanted to play and go outside and run around, and they were excited because we were home, and I just couldn't muster the energy to do it. And when I saw him being able to do it, and then I knew, gosh, I need that too. I didn't need to lose the weight that he did, but I needed that energy. I needed that excitement in my life. I needed the ability to be a better mom and a reason to be a better mom. So after I helped him and saw, this eating plan, I can do this. Nutrition was always a struggle for me. So I'm like, I can do this. So I did it. I was very pregnant at the time. So I was limited in what I could do, but started with the eating plan. And after I had Kennedy, I immediately started the program 4 weeks when I'd been, before I'd been officially told I could work out, I started this program. I just couldn't wait to test myself, and I was so afraid to do it because I just knew I'd fail. I'd just never been successful at anything associated with weight loss or a plan or, learning how to eat right. But I was going to do it. And the way I did it to be more accountable to myself is I just shared it with a couple of friends and asked them to do it with me. And I think I had 3 people that committed to do this program with me, and we did it. And I'd been pretty healthy through this pregnancy, so I was already down at my pre-pregnancy weight, which was amazing and felt great. But that's where I stayed stuck for like 10 years, this weight. And I did the 21-day fix, and after week 1, I saw a couple pounds go away, and I kept going, and I drank Shakeology every day, and it helped me to feel great, and I loved it that it was easy to make, and it tasted great, because I've been using protein shakes that tasted like crap, not chocolate, and I just felt so good. I just remember feeling good, and I looked at my before and after pictures when I finished the 21-day fix, and I thought, wow, I don't see much change here. But I'd lost 6 pounds. And that in itself was amazing to me because nothing I'd been able to do allowed me to lose that weight before. And I just have to go back and say again, I just felt great. I felt great using this, and I felt great doing it with other people and sharing the experience and talking about what was going right and what was going wrong and helping each other get better and learning more about nutrition and sharing that. And, I started to think, well, maybe I should share this with more people. Maybe I should take this coaching thing from, when I signed up Jared for the 21-day fix, I signed up as a coach so that he would save money on Shakeology because I didn't have money to pay for it. So saving 25% on all of his products was a great thing, and I thought maybe I should help some people, and so I did, and just started sharing it, and I received a paycheck. It was, my first paycheck was, I think, $16 and or $14, and then a couple weeks after that I got a paycheck for $63, and I just started getting this money consistently, and all of a sudden something came up. The garage door wasn't working right, and instead of digging into our savings, I had a couple extra $100, and we paid for that. And I started plugging into some things, and they have a call every Monday morning that you can listen to that helps you to be better and to learn more and to be an effective coach and to be more effective in your life and your relationships. So I decided I would listen to that, and I was mopping the floor one night and listening to this call, and just remember thinking to myself, what would I be doing right now if I hadn't plugged into this community, this network, this Beachbody network, and doing these things to help people and help myself to grow. And I probably would have been jamming out to music, and life would go on, and I was mom, and I was happy doing that. But this started to give me more purpose than just being someone, just being my goal to be at home. And I loved contributing, and I loved that we didn't have to dig into our savings because we worked so hard to get ourselves in a good financial position that we didn't have to do that, and that we could do more. And I started to see ways that I could do more things for my family and do more things for those people that I cared about and those people around me, and it inspired me to start sharing my story on social media, which was really scary. And it's grown from there, and it's grown and fostered into this community where we help each other, where every month we come together and we share our goals, and we pick a program, and we start to work on things that are hard for us as we better our nutrition and try to learn to develop some love for ourselves, right? And I don't know if you saw, I shared a post tonight. I was just thinking about this, and something I really needed to share was that, through all of this, I really had lost the weight, but in my mind, I always didn't think it was enough. And I really got dedicated at the end of last year, and I did a new program called Hammer and Chisel, and just had amazing results from this. And, in February, I posted these amazing pictures with, you know, just, I looked great, I felt great, but, inside I just compared myself still to other people and, felt like I needed to do more. I wasn't doing good enough. And it was really hard. I tried to pick my next program, and I really struggled, and I failed, and just couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong because I wasn't continuing to get results, and I felt like when I wasn't getting results, I was failing. As far as in results, I'm just talking about like losing more weight or being, going down more pant sizes or something like that, and I knew where I was headed was unhealthy, and that I needed to make a change. So it was at that point, and one thing that Beachbody really helps us to understand is important to us as coaches and to help us develop is to read good books, is to be a student all of the time, to be learning. And I really hadn't taken that seriously. I mean, I listened to a lot of how-tos, like how to run a challenge group and how to, help people, how to start a team, how to do I was always into a lot of the how-tos, but I wasn't into the whys. Or I just decided I needed something to change, and we were working with some groups, and I had heard about some books, and so I decided I'd pick one up, and I read You're a Badass by Jan Cisnero and loved it, and it talked about just loving yourself, developing and fostering, healthy mindset around believing in who you are. And I started to wonder, who am I? And what do I care about? What makes me me? And I read another book, The Slight Edge, and it talked about how, we typically do enough to get to the line where success starts to happen for us. And if we would just keep doing these small things over and over again, that we would have amazing success. And I realized that I wasn't doing those small things over and over and over again. So I read another book, and it was The Champagne Diet. And I learned from that book that I had a bad relationship still with food. I thought I'd gotten over a lot of things, but I was still looking at good foods and bad foods, and that I was restricting myself, and that I couldn't have this and I couldn't have that. And, instead of saying, I want to eat well because it makes me feel amazing, and letting that go where it took my life, I was really, again, fostering on things of external nature and value that really weren't helping me to be a better person. So, I tell you all of those things and kind of take you on that journey because it never ends, right? I didn't decide to be a coach and to help other people and feel like I could inspire people just because I'd already done all of these things, and because I was perfect at all these things. I'm still not, and continuing to better myself and to help other people, and now I'm in a more positive space now than ever. My abs are a little bit looser, and I'm okay with that, because I am living true to myself. I love to splurge a little bit, and I'm going to balance that and do what I need to do to feel good, but enjoy my life too. And that's what I really want to help other people create now as well, and what I am helping people create. And it's just such an amazing thing, when I posted in my group the other day about why they worked out, and I would probably venture to say at least 40% of those people said that they didn't like to work out. So they didn't get up to work out because they loved working out, but they loved how it made them feel. They loved that feeling of accomplishment. They loved the energy that they got. They loved how it set up their day for success, knowing that they'd accomplished something right away when they got up. And that's what this is all about. And without that community and without fostering the things of working on your health, working on your nutrition, working on your personal development to help you become clearer on who you are, on being okay with who you are, on loving who you are, on embracing the unique things that you have to offer, and being willing to share that with other people, they would not have been there. And I wouldn't have been there. And I just want to shout it from the rooftops how amazing it is to be part of these groups, to have great tools, to make positive strides in your health and how much that helps you in all other areas of your life. To then take steps to be inspired, to feel confident, to go and make a difference to other people. So I want to kind of switch gears a little bit and talk about what's in it for you. Why should you be a coach? Why should you do and care about my story? What can it be for you, and what's your story all about now? So I think it's very valuable to be a challenger in our challenge groups. I run the I Choose Fit Bootcamp, and what we do there is we focus on health, we focus on fitness, we focus on personal development. And I've incorporated that heavily because if you don't have the right mindset to believe in yourself and to believe that you're worth making changes for, you're not going to be able to do it. And it sparks everything in your life to be positive and have that personal development. But what I think is amazing about being on our team, to be a coach at Team Beachbody, is that it gives you so many opportunities within that. The first thing it does is allows you to have amazing products at a discount. And I think that that's so valuable because Shakeology is something that has become a core to our family. It gives us the right nutrition that we need to start off right. It feeds our cellular levels with the nutrition and the food that your body really craves, so that it helps you to have more energy, it decreases your cravings, it just helps you to feel better. It makes you more well. You don't get sick as much. It lowers your cholesterol. It's been shown to help with your blood levels, to help you to fight diseases and things that are occurring in people, and to see people fighting things like diabetes and fibromyalgia and cardiovascular disease, these things that are crippling their lives and that we're treating with medication that just masks the symptoms when we're not really teaching people how to live better lives, is really something that I get up every day and love that I have a part in, being a part of making that happen in a positive way to reverse the trend of obesity. Because that's what we need to do, is we need to teach systems and we need to teach the right foundation of things, and that's what's at the core of that. And when you join this team, so you get those discounts to really foster that and start to make that happen. But the second thing that's going to help you to be most successful in achieving results and achieving the things that you want is inspiring other people, is sharing that. It's so hard to accomplish a goal when you're the only one doing it, when you're the only one who knows about it. And being a coach has given us the opportunity to share what we are doing with other people. One thing I told you I would tell you about in this is how to be a good coach is this is not about selling Beachbody products. It's about helping people to see what they can do to achieve results by somebody just like them, who's a real person, who's fighting to make positive change in their life. And that's what I do. That's what I strive to do, is to impact people in a positive way, share them and show them what's possible, and then invite them to do what's possible for them as well. So it really is about consulting to really understand what they need, what their goals are, helping them to understand what it's going to take to get there, and then aligning them with the right tools to be able to do that. So if you're doing that right, you're not a used car salesman. You're probably not even talking a lot about the products until they're ready to be involved with this, right? With this, your storefront and what you are as a person and in running this business is all about you. It's all about what makes you uniquely you. It's about how you want to express it and what's important to you. And it attracts those people into your life that see that and want to be a part of that too. So it allows you more accountability for your own goals, because I don't want to help people and not be a good example to them of somebody who's also positively growing through this experience, who's getting good results, who's making positive change to be able to do that. So it's an accountability tool. Everything we do as coaches is selfish for us, right? And that's okay. It's a good thing, right? So I can be healthier, I can do it for less, and I can help other people at the same time and hold myself more accountable to being that. And the third thing it does is it can help to bring financial freedom. So you get the best of all worlds, really. There's really nothing bad that comes from coaching because you have increased accountability, you've got the right tools to get results, you are able to impact other people, which is going to help you to feel best, and you get paid to do this. You can get paid to share your journey, to inspire other people, and to help them to get started and do the same thing, and then to grow that network, to have those goals, to help more and more people and be able to spread this. There's only so much we can do on our own. There's only so many people that I can touch. There's people that I can't touch because their story doesn't align with me, or who I am and what I can offer to them isn't what they need. That there's going to be always somebody on my team, somebody else who has a story that they can relate to, that they can give to in a positive way, that's going to be able to impact them. And I hope that that's you. And I hope that you realize that your story does mean something, and that you're already impacting and inspiring other people just by being you and who you are. What this opportunity does is it gives you the opportunity every single day to wake up with a purpose and to fine-tune that, to make it better, and to really accelerate who you are and what you want to be. So how do you get started with this opportunity? There's a couple of things that I want to offer. The first thing is I didn't believe that this was an opportunity that I could grow within until I started my own journey. So I found that reason why it was important to me to change my health and fitness, and I started there. And I did it as a coach with the membership because it helped me to get the product discounts. That might be where you're starting. Maybe you see and connect with the part of my story where you want change for you, that you want to be able to do more with your life, with your kids, with your family, to be able to be a better mom, to be a better friend, to be an example, to have more energy, to do more things in your life that you can't do right now because you feel limited where you are in your health and fitness. And that is a great place that you can start with this, and you make a commitment, right? It's more than just buying a program which might end up on a shelf. Becoming a coach member allows you into an intimate community where we are going to work together to foster and make sure that you are successful, and you get the opportunity to save more money this way and do this. To become a coach doesn't cost you anything when you start with a program and with your first month of Shakeology. It costs you $0. And then you pay $16 a month to maintain your membership, which all of that does, because I'm gonna highly recommend, whether you do this actively to develop a business or this is just a great opportunity for you to make improvements to your health and fitness and your mindset, is that you need to share this with people. You need to share what you're doing with other people that are important to your life, because it holds you more accountable and it'll help you to get better results. But as you do that and as you get better results, you're going to inspire people all along the way to want to know more and to do more. So having this coach membership and this opportunity allows you to help them and help yourself at the same time, because you'll earn financial rewards from doing that. That can pay for your products. That can eventually add up to helping you to pay those extras. Maybe it's to get out of debt. Maybe it's to go on family vacations or allow your kids more activities like I was able to. I'm taking my family to Hawaii this next month with the money that we earned from our Beachbody business. We finished our basement, and a big chunk of that came from what I was making, and we were able to do that and pull the trigger to get us a better position to be able to do that. I just didn't think it would grow this way, and I didn't expect it to, and I didn't expect that this would be the path that God would put in front of me to be able to help my family more and to support them. But it has, and it just grew naturally through me experiencing personal growth and then wanting to give that back to other people, wanting to share and invest in them to help them feel best and to be their best self too. So maybe that's you too. Maybe you're doing this for yourself, but you inspire some other people so you get some financial rewards. Or maybe you are that person that I'm looking for a leader on my team, somebody to lock arms with and continue to grow this and be able to develop a full-time or a part-time income where you can live with a lot more freedoms ability to do the things that you want and live on the terms that you want in your life. And for me, that seemed like something that it just wasn't possible, right? To do this at home. I never thought about developing my own business. I never considered myself an entrepreneur, but it has. And I think everybody can do this if they're willing to work hard, put some time in, and invest, because this isn't, again, something that will just magically grow for you. It's something that takes time, but the things that take time to build and require effort are the things that are going to help us to last the most. So I really want to lock arms with the people who are ready to take that on, to work hard, to inspire other people, and to be accountable and in a position where you have an amazing team and support behind you. So what to do next? I'd love to hear from you guys. Like, where do you see this fitting into your life? Do you see that for the accountability piece? Do you see it for you as a financial piece? Do you see it for you as an opportunity to grow your mindset, to really help you foster belief in yourself and inspire you to do the things that you want to do? Because this really is going to be customized, and I am going to follow up with you guys to really help to align the right opportunity for you to get started. When you join our team, there's training available immediately to help you, first and foremost, start with your own health and fitness, to experience challenge groups and understand what that is. Groups that we have accountability, we meet virtually and are able to be accountable every day to working out, to drinking our Shakeology, to working on our nutrition, to working on our professional development and personal development through reading good books and fostering that. And then taking that, teaching you how to develop a network, how to utilize social media and to market yourself, how to build your business around the people that are most going to be touched by you, and to just share your journey to allow you to